Right, so Aisha has joined me now with all the juicy stories on Johnny's Interactive.
Interesting, packed, and what did you say?
I said, okay.
Loaded.
You're packed and loaded.
You, Angel. So time to get head on the most interactive segment on Joy News Prime. Kindly get all your social media gadgets and let's get talking. Find us on facebook.com/joynewsontv, on twitter.com/joynewsontv, and on WhatsApp. The number is 0560-800,000. Please send your name and location, and please don't call. So I told you earlier that is going to be very interesting. Let's begin with number one, the Public Health Association. It is warning the public about the use of aphrodisiac materials or products. Dr. Mofor of the association says a number of them have been found to be toxic. What do you make of the use of aphrodisiac to enhance sexual activity?
Personally, I don't think it's good. I believe love making is supposed to be done naturally. So one does not need to take any medicine to boost his stamina or whatever. Love making is not about how long you do it. It is about how well you do it. So irrespective of you taking aphrodisiac or not, it depends on how you do it. If you take that aphrodisiac and you are not able to do it well, I will not enjoy it.
For me, on some side, it's good because maybe for older people who are around maybe 70, who maybe don't have that sexual drive, maybe they could be the possible users. But we, the younger ones who are still like sexually enhanced, I don't think it is good for us to be using aphrodisiacs because maybe it would affect us later sometime in the future. I wouldn't say I'm still I'm old, like I said. I'm still young, which I'm fertile. I can do things. No, I'm not saying I'm capable of doing, but I'm fertile and I don't need to go in for aphrodisiac at this age.
I think the use of aphrodisiac is not good. I don't think you should use aphrodisiac to arouse sex. People are aroused naturally, like from adolescent stage, you notice people get aroused. So I don't think you should use aphrodisiac. It has side effects. It's not good. You arouse people too much, maybe she can do something to herself or it can just daze her off and then she might fall into a coma or something. So I think aphrodisiacs are not good. You want to arouse someone, talk to her. If she's ready to do it, fine. You don't need to use any other means like aphrodisiacs to arouse someone. It's not.
Israel, what does aphrodisiacs do? Are they supposed to make, does it bring a different feeling or it just makes you stay longer?
I'm just watching the time. Some kids are still awake, so I can't give you that education. Unfortunately, let's just go read that.
Well, you told me that after here.
Well, I can tell you all of that. We can have that conversation after. Okay, so the Public Health Association is worried about the minutes of aphrodisiacs. Now, let's get some of the comments that are coming. Mohammed says there should be effective health education across the country, more especially in the rural communities where illiteracy is highly recorded. Amos says, to solve this problem, there should be public education on the health effects and dangers of the use of these drugs. Nantoma says, he's from Boku, says there should be public sensitization about the dangers associated with taking such drugs, most especially in our villages. And Shiftman says that ladies make us use it. The ladies make her use it too, because if you feel Masa, your problem is big. Aisha, I'll be asking you more about that. Bill Newsman says, I don't know if they have license selling these drugs at Circle. They are dead, shall. It's true. Aisha.
So we'll be taking some WhatsApp comments shortly, but before we do that, let's move on to our next story. You may have heard about a number of sex videos and photos making the rounds on social media. There was the Kufuridia incident, then the university one, and also two others by a certain footballer's ex-wife and a police officer. What would you do if nude photos or videos of yourself got leaked? How would it change your life?
It's a matter of psyching yourself up and then moving on with your life. Or you can see more experienced person, maybe a counselor, who will advise you to move on well with your life. Yeah.
Even just imagine when I'm in Accra and they see those kind of pics, that nude pics, I'll go to different region and hide myself or start new business there.
I mean, a rational person wouldn't post his or her naked pictures on the social media willingly. Who would do that thing? You see, I only say it to be someone who is not normal that will post his or her naked pictures into the social media. What are you trying to do? Are you selling yourself or what?
I would rather stay indoors so that the rumor will calm down a little, so that when it comes down, then I start going out. Then I found out how it came out on social media. It's a disgrace. So at least when I'm walking in town, I'll be feeling shy. I can't even come to town.
First, I wouldn't be that very happy, but the next action I'll take is to look at the legal aspect of it, to look for the one who published that and then take the person on. Emotionally, it may have effects on me, but I wouldn't let it have much of that sort.
Okay, so let's see some.
Yeah, so we asked the same question here on Facebook, and Nana Kwame says it depends on the kind of woman. If a lady is gentle and respects herself, it will be hard for you to even ask her that. But yepe bribi edifo girls dear, it be them way go push yourself. Who are the yepe bribi edifo girls?
I really don't have an idea.
Anongre says the ladies should realize that the men are taking them to be foolish. Why always women sending naked tapes to men, but not the other way around? This shows that the women are always foolish. Oh, okay, but it's odd. Yes, you haven't seen a man sharing a sex.
Of course.
Indeed. What is the man going to show?
There's something to show. There is, Israel.
Oheneba Fee says, see them. Everybody saying no, no, no. Not at all, but go see their phone tops, sex tapes of their victims. Ignorance at its peak. Oscar says, Cabri, man, according to the third guy interviewed, you would kaka pui pui uktu aslan. Kaka pew uktu aslan. What about friends? Hey. Okay, I'm not quite getting it. Albert says, only 3. Okay, you guys have seen 3. I've seen 7. And I don't blame the economy. I don't blame him. The economy no good. And boys just, they lie to girls, promising them what they don't have. Ladies too, use your heads more. KDM says, for what reason? In all my life, I learned there were 2 types of beauty. So I would always look for the inside beauty. This type will never expose until I see the new world. Nothing on this earth, whether fashion or intimidation. I'll stick to what my mom taught me. Thank God for all the natural women. And Kwabna proposes, my lover, as a person, you see sending nude pictures would. No. Peter says, will never ask my lady to send me her nude pictures. For what? In this day and age of leaked videos, seriously, I respect the sanctity of my relationship.
And let me start from this one. The messages are too many. Benedicta from Kumasi says, Mama Chundra, you look pretty. You are my daughter's role model. Who is he referring to?
She's referring to you.
Okay, let me say thank you on Mama Chundra's behalf. We'll find out who she is later. Sule from Tamale says, it's only a lazy man who would use those things. I agree with you. A lazy man will use aphrodisiac. And this one say, Israel, why? Are you guilty?
Guilty of what?
Maybe aphrodisiac. That's why you know what to talk about.
No, but indeed, I've never used aphrodisiac.
But I think you're right. There's some kids who are still awake. So we need to be guarded by that. And this one is coming from Nee from New York. He says, only the lazy males use aphrodisiacs to enhance themselves sexually. This one says, inmates' moments must not be recorded, period. I'd vote for education and women empowerment. This is coming from Dr. Collins Asumeni from Sunyai. And this one says about the sex tapes. People have a way of making themselves popular. It's either the bad way or the good way. For me, I'll not even try it in the first place. And this one also says it's a pity, but some ladies of today are pushing some guys into using aphrodisiacs. This is from Vincent Asham, and it's true. Some ladies, they are too demanding. Okay.
On a more,
so
they're too demanding. Are you speaking about?
No, I'm not speaking for myself. Let's let's move on. And refugees from Nigeria, Congo, Togo, and Benin are currently living on the lawns of a private home opposite the offices of the Ghana Refugees Board. They have been in the country for almost a month. Do you think they should be sent back to their home countries?
Well, I think we should consider the fact of them coming to this place first. Maybe it is due to genuine reasons. So if it is due to genuine reasons, we should rather help them to stay rather than to drive them away.
This is what I'm saying, that we have to look at it. Because sometimes, if they are coming to disturb our country peace, we should let them go back. We don't want anybody to come and disturb our peace. And therefore, when we see that they are not coming to disturb, in humanitarian ground, we have to consider them for them to stay. Because they are also human. We don't know what is driving them over there. Because they cannot leave their country and come to some other country like that. Maybe it might be a cost. So, to me, the leaders in the country have to look at it and then see to it that the right thing must be done.
In my own view, I think since they don't have anything to prove that, yes, they are refugees, and they don't have anything to warrant them being in Ghana, they should go.
It depends. If the authorities assess them and they see that they are not real refugees, they should be sent back.
To me, frankly speaking, they should not accept in this country because we are approaching election year and the tension is too high within the country. You don't even know the kind of people they are in the first place. You don't know what crime or what transpired there, and that they are not even able to stay in their own country and they are in Ghana here. At least, why must they choose this time to come to Ghana? Understand? I am of those school of thought that at least they should not take them with for now. We should hold on. At least if after the election they are coming in, Ghana is a good country. Ghana accepts people of all sorts. But at least once it's an election year, I think the tension is too much.
I don't think so, because Ghanaians travel a lot and they also seek asylum in other countries. So I don't think it's a good idea for us to take them back. We have to give them a limit. As a stranger, you have a limit in somebody's country. If they only obey the law, they respect the law of the land, they respect the citizens, I don't think there's any problem for us to take them back.
Okay, let's see some message. Do we have messages?
All right, we have messages on Facebook. Alhaji Musa says, no, please, because we also have our citizens who are also in some European countries as refugees. So take care of them as you do to the Ghanaian citizens. I'm also the same. I left Ghana for Europe, Germany, and I'm still there. Alhaji says that. Mohammed says they can only be sent back to the various countries if only there is peace, but there is still war in those countries mentioned, and I don't think they should even think of sending them back.
And this one is coming from Titus in Kingstown. He says CID personnel to A. He says, how did they get here anyway? They're already here, home sweet home. Let them stay. Ghana is Africa's home. We can now take our trending video for the day.